All right, we're on week number 3, getting ready to do my first VO2 max workout of the program so far. This is gonna be a tough workout. I'm gonna be okay. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be sweaty. I decided to do it outside today because the weather is pretty good. It's right around 80 degrees, a little bit cloudy. I might get sunburned because I don't do well in the sun, but my skin needs a little bit of sun today, so shirts off. First up, we got a 10-minute warm-up and a 9-minute, 30-second pace per mile, and then we're getting into that work. Running outside is so much harder than running inside. Some people like it outside better, not me. It's too hot out here. I want to record me going fast, but I'm breathing so hard, I can barely hold the camera. Whew. Bourbonnais, I'd appreciate it if you put a sidewalk right here. It's been grass forever. Sidewalk there, sidewalk on the other side. No sidewalk. Whew. Oh, that sucked butt. I don't know if I can cuss on YouTube, so I'm gonna keep it PG-13. That was hard though. And we got a little bit of a problem. That's not good. I think it's time for new shoes. I think I'm sunburned too. All right guys, it is new shoe day. Before we leave, I gotta let my chickens out and I need to make a latte. They'll literally yell at me. Okay, I hear ya. Now I'm ready.
Sustainable, longer.
Welcome to Indiana.
All right, guys, we made it. We are in Cherville, Indiana. I think I'm saying that right. I decided this is my 4th pair of running shoes. The last 3 pairs I got were all from Dick's Sporting Goods. I decided that I'm gonna get a fitted pair of running shoes. And a place that was recommended to me a lot was Fleet Feet. And the closest location for me was here. I'm super excited to get my shoes fitted. I'm just curious what they end up recommending me. They do a whole GAT on your foot. They take measurements, everything like that. They have a machine that does like a 3D scan of your foot and everything like that. The main reason why I did this, I think it's super important to make sure you have the right shoes on your feet because that's going to help promote recovery. The last thing we want when we're training for something like a marathon or a big endurance race is getting an injury. So that's what my goal here is, to hopefully get something that's gonna fit my foot a little bit better, a little bit less aches and pains in my foot, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
You fit in? Okay, perfect.
Ready? Yep. So again, this is going to show foot size, not your shoe size, and
Yes.
that's kind of how we determine. Men.
Okay, so I'm trying on my first pair of shoes. I got the Brooks, I think they're the Glycerin's 23 We're just testing them out a little bit, getting a feel for them. These feel so much lighter compared to the shoes that I'm currently wearing. Okay, so I'm trying on the second pair now. These are I think they're called the Saucony's. I've actually never heard of this brand before. These ones are more breathable. They're a little bit more heavier, but my feet feel like I got a little bit more support. Okay, I'm trying on the final pair. These ones are the Hoka's. I feel like I have a little bit more support. Got a decent amount of weight to them. Not bad though, but shapes my foot really well actually. Okay, so I'm back in the Glycerin 23s, but this is the GTS, so it's got a support rail for more stability. Okay, now I'm doing a comparison with the support rail and without it. Wow, that was such a great experience. I actually end up going with the Brooks Glycerins 23 without the support plate. These just felt like the best to me. I felt like I was on a cloud wearing these, and they shaped my foot so good. But let me tell you guys what I learned about my feet. So they had this awesome thing in there that does a 3D scan on your feet, both sides, and it tells you all kinds of things like the shape of your foot, the length of your foot, the width of your foot. I learned that one of my feet, I can't remember which side it was, one was like half an inch longer and the opposite foot was a little bit wider. So that was really interesting because I was in between different sizes of different shoes, and Rachel that helped me recommended that when you have a bigger foot, you always go half a size up of the bigger foot. So that was really cool. Didn't know that. Also, always going up half a size of that bigger foot so your feet have room for when your feet swell from your long distance running. So I usually wear my shoes actually too tight. So we actually went up half a size than what I normally wear. So then my feet have a little bit more cushion room, because you can always tie your laces tighter, but you can't expand how much room that you have in your shoe. So that was really cool to learn. So one of my feet were a little bit wide. The other one was actually standard width. And we end up going with the standard width shoe. That just actually felt a little bit more comfortable. I didn't need that whole width on there. And I also learned that I have medium-sized arches. So the thing with arches, if you have a really high arch, you actually want to get arch support insole in the shoes, because all shoes are neutral. And because I was in that in-between, in that middle, I could either add support if I wanted to or don't add support. And I actually felt really comfortable with these Brooks that I didn't feel like I needed that arch support, and my feet feel really great. I also decided to finally invest in some running socks. They had two different brands there, and I've seen both of these. One is the Features, and the other one is Jogology. There we go. I decided to get one of each to see which one I end up liking better, and then I'm gonna buy more of the one that I end up liking better. But I figured, might as well do comparison tests, see which one I feel more comfortable in. They're both have a little bit more supports than the current sock I wear right now. I usually wear the Dick's Sporting Goods sock, whatever their sock brand is. Yeah, that was a great experience. I had a great time. I learned a lot about shoes. I learned a lot about my feet. And it was just an awesome experience. The lady, Rachel, was super nice, super helpful. And I'm gonna leave them a review when I finish making this video, because that was like the best customer service I ever had at a shoe store. Okay, so I stopped at the gas station on the way home to get gas because it's cheaper in Indiana, and I seen this energy drink brand, never heard of it. It's called Riot Energy. One of my favorite things to do is try random energy drinks from gas stations. So let's see how it tastes. This one is cherry. Wow, that tastes terrible. That's like a 4 out of 10. At least it's 0 sugar though. And it was cheap. Okay guys, we finally made it home. I still gotta do my long run. I'm gonna do that in my new shoes, and then I'll let you guys know how my feet are feeling afterwards. I also put on the feature socks. I want to try these out too. And then tomorrow I'm going to try out the Jogology ones and then let you know which ones I like better too. These feel just insanely more comfortable compared to what I was wearing before. Like I could truly feel a night and day difference. So I'm about a mile into my run. Feet are feeling great. Joints feel really good. Lots of cushioning. And the shoe feels a lot lighter. Really happy with these. Whew. Right into my house. Okay, just finished up the long run. My feet feel great. Did just barely over 9 miles with the new Brooks Glycerin 23s and the feature socks. I should have done this a long time ago. After getting fitted today, I definitely recommend to you guys go do it yourself. Get the right shoe for your foot. This is my 4th pair of running shoes, so I'm gonna go through my 3 previous pairs and tell you guys what I liked about them and maybe what I didn't like about them. The first running shoe I ever had was actually a Nike, these are Swift 3s. This was my first one. The first time I've ever was like, okay, I'm gonna start running. I really liked these actually. They had a lot of cushion and a lot of give to them. I like the fly wire system on here. It actually helped keep those laces a little bit tighter. What I didn't like about Nike though was I felt like they started coming apart a lot more quicker. Like this happened on one of my shoes like right away, and that kind of annoyed me a little bit because you're paying a lot of money for running shoes. They should last quite a while, and I didn't get as much mileage as I wanted out of these, but I still use them for the treadmill. The second pair of running shoes I got was finally when I went to the Brooks family. These are the Revel 7s. This is like an entry level, like I'm walking, I'm running sometimes, I'm working out at the gym, a little bit of everything. And that's what I asked for when I was at Dick's Sporting Goods when I got these. These shoes last a long time. Like I still wear these. They feel really good. Got a lot of support. The only thing I didn't like about these shoes is I felt like it took a really long time to break in. And the first day I wore them, I did a long run with them and my feet were killing me. But that also says a lot to Brooks and how durable these shoes are. So even though they took a while to break in, I still like these shoes a lot and I still wear them on probably a weekly basis. These are great for like everyday usage, just for like walking around at work, and maybe if you get off work, you want to go for a run. So that's what I liked about this shoe because it's so versatile, you could say. The third running shoe I got was actually a gift from my fiance that she bought me. These are the Brooks Trace 4s, and she told me when she got these at the store, she just said, hey, my fiance runs a lot. What do you guys recommend? And this is what they gave her. This is the first time that I had a shoe with a lot of cushioning. These have great cushioning, so my feet felt really good in these, and I don't feel like I really had to break these in. Right away, I started running in these and my feet felt great. And this was probably the first time that I had like a super breathable shoe. I mean, my previous one with the Brooks was a little bit breathable, but these have a lot more mesh openings on them. And I really liked that because then your feet get, really sweaty and you want to cool them down as much as you can. These were probably my favorite up until today. The only thing that happened with these is on the right foot, I started tearing a huge hole in the side here. And that's just probably because I put too many miles on this shoe. But also what I learned today was my left foot is longer and more narrow. And then my right foot is shorter and more wide. And I pointed out this hole in my shoe and she said that made perfect sense with the 3D scan that I did. But really great running shoe. Really like these ones. That cushion material just feels really good on your foot. And then we got the grand finale, the Brooks Glycerin 23s. This is by far the most comfortable shoe I've ever put on my foot. And this is also the first time I've ever purchased a shoe that's gonna be dedicated for running only. A lot of the shoes I bought previously were kind of cross-training shoes where I could work out in them in the gym and then also run on them. These I'm gonna dedicate to running only, so then they break in properly and stay, you know, kind of that shape that you need for that running. Plus I don't want to put wear and tear on. You know, this shoe's almost $200. I want to make sure that I'm getting my money's worth out of this shoe by using them for running. When I would put these on today, the support was it felt so good, and these shoes feel so much lighter compared to the previous 3 shoes that I wore, and the material is really breathable. Super comfortable though. Today I put 9 miles on these and my feet do not hurt at all. So I'm really happy with these. I'm excited to wear these for the duration of my marathon training. And what I really liked about these two, these Glycerin 23s, I think there's a couple other books that do these as well. They have an option where you can buy it with the guided support rail. So if you feel like you need a little extra stability in your foot, you can buy it with it or without it. And it's really up to you. I put both shoes on and seen which one felt more comfortable to me, and I didn't really feel a big difference in what felt better for my foot. My feet felt great in both shoes, and what the lady at Feet Fleet said, just to do a neutral one without that rail. But if you need more support, get that one with that railing in there to get that extra support that you need. All right, guys, it is Sunday. We are testing out the Jogology socks on the final run of the week. We talked about shoes, now let's talk about socks. So this past weekend, I was able to use the Features for one of my runs and the Jogology for one of my runs. In terms of price, these are gonna be like right next to each other, very competitive pricing, both premium running socks. And I would say these are probably also the 2 most popular brands out there for running socks. What I like about the Jogology was their website was very simple. You pick the type of sock you want and your cushion level. And what I liked about the cushion levels, there was low, medium, and high. They would say what type of people normally choose each one of those cushion levels. Features very similar. They had a couple different types of socks, a little bit more confusing to navigate, but they also have a sock quiz on there to help you find the right one. I wouldn't say that one is better than the other, but Features, if I was starting from scratch, I would go with these for a couple reasons. One, they have a lifetime guarantee on their socks. That is like literally unheard of. And that is for holes, that is for tears. The only thing they didn't really cover was if you lost the sock, which makes sense. They had 3 cushion levels as well. It was worded a little bit different. And both of these companies have left socks and right socks. The last thing I noticed about these socks was these were only sold in individual pairs, where the Features could come in 3 packs or 6 packs, so you could save yourself a little bit of money. And I'm gonna finish off today with our check-in. Okay, today is August 23rd. We are finishing up week number 3. My average weight for this week was 162.5 pounds, which is about 1.5 pounds less than last week. So my weight is going down. My mileage got up to 29.1 miles for the weekly total, which is a little over 9 miles compared to last week. Also the highest mileage I've done so far in this program. My longest run was 9.07 miles, about 1.25 miles longer than the longest run I had so far. My VO2 max is at 51, same as last week. Resting heart rate went down 1 beat per minute from 55 down to 54. So that is good. That's a sign of better recovery, also a sign of fitness getting better. Big jump in my race predictor. the past 2 weeks, it's been at 4 hours and 11 minutes, and it came down to 4 hours and 5 minutes. So that's a good sign that I'm building that fitness recovery. I rated this is kind of like how I'm feeling for recovery. I put myself at an 8, which is the same as last week. I feel pretty recovered, especially even with the increase in the mileage compared to last week, but I know I could do better. So I know that I need to continue to prioritize my sleep. That's my main thing that I need to focus. My nutrition, hydration is always good, but I need to get it to bed on time, and I need to sleep a little bit extra if I can. And my last one, my confidence to get that 3 hour and 30-minute marathon time. I bumped myself up to a 3 this week. The past 2 weeks I've been a 2, but I'm feeling pretty good. I'm seeing the fitness increase. I'm seeing my mileage go up, and my recovery is still there too. So yeah, I feel pretty good finishing off this week. Thank you so much for watching. Please, 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 if you like this video, like, comment, give me ideas, guys. I need ideas on what you guys want in my video, what you like about my video, or also I need suggestions too. I got a great sock company. I got shoes. I'm still looking for some good underwear options. So if there's any runners that see this, please send me some good brands because I'm struggling over here. And please subscribe. That would mean the world to me. And if you learned anything or you like this video, please share it to a friend. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you next week in week number 4.